Welcome to week 1 of Journey to Genius, and this is brought to you by Heart Dancing. Heart Dancing is a way of looking at life and living from your authenticity. It's a way of not reacting to whatever is happening outside, but maintaining your peace, maintaining your calm, maintaining your sense of worthiness, no matter what happens outside. You live from your heart, not your head. So you've joined me. Thank you. My name is Kathryn Erickson, and this is week 1 of Journey to Genius. And I called it that just because I see so many people who have developed false personas. They're living a way that is not authentic and real for them. They're trying to either gain approval or reach a certain level of success, or strive for something outside. And it's all inside. That's where the treasure is. That's where your heart is on the inside. So this week, the first week of this class, this teleclass, Journey to Genius, we're going to talk about the difference between living as a human and living as a human being. And that's a big difference. And it clarified things for me so well, because we are the only living creatures that have the word being tacked on to the end. You don't call a dog being, or a horse being, or a tree being. Humans are the only ones with the word being tacked on to the end of their name. And I really think there's a good reason why. Because we are really supposed to be human. We're not supposed to live as a human first and then a being. We're supposed to live through our beingness, our authenticity, and express it through our humanness. Do you see the difference? It's a huge difference. And that's why this is called the Journey to Genius, because you have genius. You have gold inside of you that you were given, and only you were given, and you are here to express that genius, to express it in the way you can in your current form of humanness, in this form, in this state. There's nothing wrong with your humanness. There's nothing wrong with your beingness. You just have to connect the two. And that's what I hope to help you with over the next 4 weeks. So, human versus being. Now, that raises a good question. I don't think it's possible to be here in this physical form in time and space and not to still be human. But it is possible to forget about your beingness, your genius. And that's what I wanted to remind you about, because when you look at your life and you see what you've created, you'll know if it came from your humanness or your human beingness. If it came from your humanness, there's going to be a tendency to control the outcome, to want to be in charge of every single detail, to have high expectations, and then be disappointed when other people either don't know your expectations or they don't agree with them. There's a whole control judgment factor to when we create just from our humanness. There's also a very limited view. We think we may know what's best, but we can't see the 360-degree view of everything that's involved, everything that's behind the scenes, all the different energies and forces at play. We cannot see that. That is physically impossible. All we see is our limited slice of reality that is tinged or colored by our own stories. And we'll talk about stories next week. But just know that as a human, you see your perspective. You see your side. And when you step into I'm right and you're wrong, you're not going to create what you're supposed to be here to create. It's just not going to happen. So how do you make that transition? How do you bring in your beingness? Well, first of all, you have to recognize it, and then you have to connect with it. And the best and easiest way I know to do both of those things is to meditate. Meditation stops the mind chatter, stops the judgmental thoughts against you and against anyone else or the situation, and it connects you back to that place where your beingness is. So I have a quick meditation that I'm going to start now, and if you want to close your eyes, you can. If you don't, that's just fine. You can keep watching me. But this meditation is like a thread that ties in all 4 of these videos. And at the end, I will send you the entire meditation as one unit so you can listen to the whole thing. But I decided to try it this way for now, just to see how it's going to work. So please, are you ready? Okay. Sit comfortably and kind of roll your shoulders and roll your neck. Take a deep breath in. Let's do that again. Okay. And just listen to the sound of my voice. You can close your eyes or you can look away, but just listen for just a moment. Now imagine yourself. Imagine that you are at a very calm pool of water. It's in a cave or a space that's very calming and quiet. And this pool of water is your beingness. This is where you started from. This is where you came from. This is where your depth of being is. So keep breathing. And you're taking all this in, all the green foliage, all the calm nature sounds. Keep breathing, and you feel your body relax. And as your body relaxes, so does your mind. And your mind can see this pool of water. It's a deep, dark blue. And you can see to the bottom. And you can actually see that there's stones on the bottom. And there's things written just for you on the bottom of that pool. And you put your head into the water and keep your eyes open, and you can see the message. It's only for you. I don't know what it is, but read that message and accept it and come back out of the water and take another deep breath. Now I want you to look up. And you can see a beautiful waterfall. It's high above your head, coming in through the trees, pouring in just the right amount of water into your pool. And you can feel the cleansing nature of this waterfall and know that it's an infinite supply of love. And it's infinitely filling you up. And as your pool fills up, and as you allow it, it flows downstream. And so you're constantly receiving and letting go of this wonderful energy, this wonderful infinite love that is meant just for you. Isn't that beautiful? Here we are. Come back. My cat has come to visit with me, so he can speak to you also. How was that? I wonder what the message was at the bottom of the pool for you. I can share what mine was when I did this meditation. It just said something very simply. You are loved. And I hope that's what yours said. So learn to be more with your beingness. As you move throughout your day, think about it and think how you could express your beingness in a way that you can see it. And make sure that you are keeping track, because that's very important in this whole process. Keep track of when you notice and when you felt that beingness as you went through your day, as you went through your relationships, as you talk and speak and write on Facebook or whatever. So keep track of that. That's an exercise. And thank you for joining me. This has been week 1 of Journey to Genius, and it's another step in the heart dance.